It was a historic night in that it was the last ever HBO Championship boxing broadcast. I still can't believe we ended up with a historic show. We had some tremendous fights. I think I want to start by thanking my partner, Dmitry from World Boxing, and of course, Vadim Kornilov, who was here as his representative. They, speaking of World Boxing, had an unbelievable night. We saw some beautiful, bright new rising stars coming up. And first, we're going to talk to them. We're talking about the main event. We had 3 WBA Intercontinental titles on the line tonight, and 3 big wins. Let's go, I guess, in order. First, we will bring up the guy who turned pro tonight. And impressed, I think, everybody in the room, Israel Madriyev. He came out of the box with his first pro fight with a very, very impressive and resonant performance. I think we're going to see an awful lot more of him. So I'm going to ask Israel to come up, say hello, and then if anybody has any questions, we will have some useful. Okay.
You will just say yellow.
All right, well, we got some.
Hi, how are you? Вот сегодняшний был первый дебют. Алхамдулилlah, хорошо проводили. Всем спасибо, кто нас поддерживал. Спасибо команду, все выиграли сейчас. Мир бокса, спасибо, такую возможность сделали нас. Дай Бог, следующий боях тоже так двигаемся и победим.
Hello everyone, thank you for the support, thank you for coming out here. Today was a great night for our team, for Team World of Boxing and main events. We all won, and God bless everyone who helped us for these fights to happen, and more to come. We have more to accomplish, and you will see us more and more next year.
Maybe just questions there, if there's any questions, or later.
Somebody introduce the 3 and let people ask questions.
Okay, we can
Do that. We're going to introduce all 3 and then we'll all have questions. Also tonight, MJ Ahmed Aliyev. Forgive me if I torture your name. Another terrific win, a fight where he was challenged and had to give everything that he had to win, and he succeeded. MJ, would you like to say something?
Vadimga rahmat ayt. Undan kattasiga rahmat ayt.
Всем алейкум. Большое вам спасибо за поддержку. Большое я хотел поблагодарить свой менеджер и промоутер Дмитрий Михайлович Блинский, менеджер Вадим Корнилов. За такой шанс, за такой... Мне это мечта на HBO боксировать, тем более иншаллах, я еще докажу хороший боевой свист. Большое всем спасибо моей команде. Еще раз свою команду поздравляю. Тренера Георг Антонио, большое спасибо. Всем спасибо. Thank you.
Basically, he thanked everyone who's here. He thanked his promoter, Mr. Andrei Rubinsky. He thanked Main Events for the opportunity to fight on the HBO. He thanked his manager, Vadim Kornilov, and all his team, his trainers, Joel Diaz and Antonio Diaz, who helping him to develop his skills every single time, and who's with him 24 hours over there in Indio, California. Huge thanks to his Uzbek coach Tulkan Kilichev, and to HBO for the opportunity, and to Dmitry Bivol for the opportunity to fight on his card. Thank you to everyone.
the room from the main events team and want to welcome you back, taking the second step in your comeback. It's good to have you back. And finally, the third title winner tonight and the biggest is the one I can pronounce, Sergey Kuzmin. Come on in.
Добрый вечер всем уже, точнее ночи. Хочется поблагодарить всех, кто пришел сегодня на это грандиозное событие. Вот, были потрясающие бои, захватывающие. Вот, хочется поблагодарить.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out here to support us, for all the media, for all the press. Thank you so much. It was a terrific night for our team. I think the fight was really enjoyable for the public. So thank you, everyone, for coming out here.
Также хочется отдельно поблагодарить компанию промоутерскую Bivol, вот, о том, что они так сплоченно, дружно работают и вместе с промоутерской компанией Мир бокса организовывают такие прекрасные вечера бокса.
Special thanks to the team Main Events. It's a great promotional company who works as a one team, and with World of Boxing, they're doing this great shows for the people to enjoy them. And thank you, Main Events.
Также хочу поблагодарить свою команду, то, что сработали организованно, сплоченно, нашего менеджера Вадима Корнилова. Дальше больше.
Special thanks to the team for the great work in the training camps, for everyone working for 100%, and special thanks to my manager Vadim Kornilov. He made it happen. Thank you so much to everyone. Thanks.
Okay, so now, does anybody have any questions for any of the fighters? Joel Diaz, Vadim? Anybody? Raise your hand. No?
We also just came gold medalist from Rio. Evgeny Tishenko had his U.S. debut.
Evgeny Tishenko, gold medalist from Rio. Absolutely the biggest fighter on the card. Had an exciting fight. Okay.
Добрый вечер всем. Всем спасибо за поддержку, всем, кто пришел нас поддержать. Нам приятно, что мы смогли организовать такой крупный вечер бокса. Хотелось бы поздравить Дмитрия Бивола с такой яркой победой, дальнейших успехов пожелать. Огромное спасибо, еще раз повторюсь, промоутерским компаниям Main Event. Еще под себя добавил большое спасибо компании FCC Boxing Promotion за эту возможность, что я смог дебютировать в Америке. И я очень надеюсь, что в следующих шоу я также смогу принимать участие. Спасибо.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you for coming out here and support us. Thank you for all the press and media. And special thanks to the Main Events, to the World of Boxing and RCC Promotion Company for making it happen, for giving me an opportunity to make a debut in the United States. The support is crazy, and I hope that I will perform many more times in the United States. Thank you so much.
Okay, last call for questions. Yeah.
I got a question for MJ. You're 5-0. You're already in the top. You're already in the top 5 in the WBA. Your career has been going really fast. Roman is the world champion. Diego De La Hoya is ranked #1. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you sparred Diego De La Hoya. So basically, I'm asking, like, how fast do you want to move your career, and how fast do you want these type of fights?
Спасибо за вопрос. Мне разницы нету, я готов. Номер один я всех буду боксировать, мне разницы нету, я готов. Вот кто Дэнни, Роман, разницы нет.
Saying, to be honest, I'm not top 5, I'm number 1 in the WBA. And this fight was basically for the mandatory for Daniel Roman. And but to be honest, I don't care who's going to be my opponent. Is it Diego De La Hoya or is it Daniel Roman? But for me, my point is Daniel Roman. I want to fight him.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for Israel. You didn't look like you were making your pro debut tonight. You look sensational.
Hey! How about that sweet tongue? Huh? Beautiful. You don't see that every day.
You look to be maybe an undersized super welterweight. What weight class do you plan on competing in? Has there been any talks of you going down to 147, or are you planning on staying at 154?
Во-первых, ты не выглядел сегодня как дебютант, ты выглядел великолепно. Во-вторых, ты выглядишь маленьким в этом весе. Собираешься
Спасибо за вопрос. Ну, потому что я до этого много проводил бой WSB, World Boxing Series, там 5 раундов. Поэтому я этого не чувствовал как дебютант. Ну, это уже проводил такой бой, поэтому хорошо чувствовался. А по весу, ну, я хотел эту вес 69 900, это мой вес. Дай Бог, я чемпионские титулы заберу в таком весе.
Saying, first of all, thanks for the question and thank you for those compliments. And he performed, he fought in WSB, World Series Boxing, 5 or 6 fights in 2017 and a couple fights in 2018. He beat the 2-time Olympian Erlin Lopez in those World Series of Boxing. So he'd been in kind of semi-professional fights. So that's why maybe it doesn't look like a debut today. But as far as weight class, he's a 75 kilo Asian Olympic champion, which is 165 or 168. So he's saying 154 is my weight class, and I'm going to be champion in this weight class. I'm going to take all the belts. And just to add, the guy he beat today, never been stopped, never been knocked down. This guy just beat 2 times back-to-back Denny Valdivia, who used to be a top prospect. So we choose this fight to showcase the kid. I know that the guy didn't look that great, the opponent, but the guy's very tough. Very, very tough and competitive opponent. And Israel, I believe, showed himself to the world today. Thank you.
Any other question? That's it? All right, thank you, young man. And now let's bring up the main event. Quickly in their careers. As a consequence, those learning fights where you fight the veteran and you learn all the tricks and he pulls out every trick he has and gives you everything he has. Those fights are almost, they're learning this on the job as champions, and I think that's part of what we saw tonight. He had a dominant performance, he had a courageous performance, and Jean Pascal is a warrior, and he gave us exactly what we expected. He wasn't going to give him an inch. He made him work for every single inch of the canvas that he got, and we would have expected nothing less from such a great former champion. as Jean Pascal. So unfortunately, he does not choose to join us at the moment. But we do have the champion here and tonight's winner. And while Jean Pascal is part of the past of the light heavyweight division, here I present to you the future, Dmitry Bivol.
Hello everyone. Thank you for watching my fight. I'm glad that I'm still the champion, and I wanna say thank you, Katie Dula and the Main Events Promotion, Andrei Rivinsky and World of Boxing, and of course I wanna say my team for preparing, for support, and all my fans. Thank you. And I'm glad that I fought on the last HBO Championship Boxing, because when I was young I saw many famous fighters on TV and wanted to be like these guys, like Roy Jones, like Manny Pacquiao, and more another champion. And today I made event. I'm glad. Thank you.
Jean Pascal, did he hurt you? Did Jean Pascal hurt you at any point? What was his power like in the ring?
When I sparred with Jean Pascal, it was 2 years ago, I felt his power. He's a really strong guy. He looks like a CrossFit man, and he's really strong. And when he took these small gloves, of course I felt his power. And he punched with swing, this strong punch. Of course I felt, and couple punches I get, yeah.
Did you feel you had to be less aggressive because he was so strong?
I was not aggressive because I knew that he's figured out to... Он ищет удар, чтобы нанести, он очень часто использует свое плечо, чтобы нанести. Когда человек агрессивно на него набрасывается, он использует плечо и отвечает правой. Или он хорошо размахивается левой, когда начинаешь на него агрессивно. Здесь важна была работа, чтобы не пропускать удары.
He has this technique, counter-punching technique, and I said this before the fight. He tries to counter-punch with the right, he tries to hide the punch behind his shoulder, and sometimes he tries to counter-punch with the left, wide. And I knew that, so my goal was not to let him do that. That's why a lot of the times when people are aggressive with him, you've seen him land big shots on other fighters.
Yeah, when I saw his fight against Kovalev, he put Kovalev couple strong punch with right hand. He defends with shoulders and counter-attack with right hand. And sometimes he was on defense and put him left hook. Мне нужно было работать, двигаться на ногах и не давать ему отвечать.
I had to do the work of moving on my feet and not let him do that to me. That was more important to me.
Did you feel that you had him hurt to the point where you might be able to knock him out at some point? And in the 8th round, when he threw all those punches at you and seemed to exhaust himself, did you feel like you might be able to stop him then because you were so tired?
Да, я ощущал то, что я могу, что были такие моменты, где он был на грани, но он все-таки оказался очень крепкий парень. И я, в принципе, не видел боев, когда он был в нокауте.
Yes, there were moments when I could have tried to stop him and I could have tried to take advantage of it. But to be honest with you, he's sturdier than I thought, even. And then I already knew he's durable, but he's very tough. He's tougher than I thought, because even at those moments, he was still dangerous.
Yes.
Вадим, Дмитрий. Are you surprised about his answer after the 7 rounds? He had a warning from his coaches. If he didn't do nothing, he stopped the fight. Are you surprised about his answer after the 7 rounds?
После 7-го раунда не рассказать, что если ничего не ждет, мы остановим бой. Ты был удивлен, какой он вышел после 7-го раунда?
No, I wasn't surprised because I thought he can be aggressive. He can be normal, and sometimes perhaps he can be aggressive. I saw his fight against Bernard Hopkins. He took this aggressive strategy, and I knew that he can be aggressive, and he was.
Anybody else?
Dmitry, before the fight, you said that you had hoped that after this fight you could make unification fights, that your next fight would be against one of the other champions. They obviously have fights coming up, but Nadim, maybe you can discuss this as well. Do you think that a unification fight could be next for him?
You know, every time I say to my team, I want big fights, I want big names, I want belts. If you can't if you can't promote me unified fight in my division, maybe I can go down weight class to fight for another belt, because I wanna make a big thing in boxing. I want a big fight. It depends on my team, because I'm ready. I have one belt, and of course I want more, because I know if I had one belt, I can get more belts.
And then, well, this fight was supposed to be a unification fight, because Dmitry has been asking for a unification fight since he became world champion. And I think maybe Kathy can comment on it, but we were trying to make Alvarez Bivol. That was the fight this was supposed to be, but I mean, you probably.
Well, Alvarez chose basically said he preferred to fight the rematch of Kovalev.
But we had the option. He had the option of choosing to fight Bivol and fighting Kovalev later if he wanted to.
Well, he would have had.
If he wanted. Yeah.
We were willing to work something.
Yeah.
We would have. But as it came, when it came right down to it, Alvarez decided that he preferred to go to that fight. So once he made that decision, that was out the window.
Yeah, so that's the goal. That's what we've been trying to make. You know, that's what we're going to try to do next again.
You mentioned moving down. For your next fight, you can comfortably make 168 pounds. You'd be willing to fight there next?
Every time I can make super middleweight, because I'm not a big guy. You saw my fight against Pascal. He was a bigger me. I'm not a big guy. I can be maybe another fighter on my place. Make every time super middleweight, but I know that big fights on light heavyweight, it's more interesting weight class, and this is why I'm here in light heavyweight division.
Barrera, Chilemba, Pascal were all bigger guys in the ring, much bigger guys. I mean, I don't know, unofficial weight. If you check unofficial weight, I'm sure there's a big difference. I remember Barrera, there was a huge difference.
This one was 1.
Just imagine if Canelo stayed there.
So like almost 10 pounds between Pascal and Bivol on this fight. So obviously Bivol, with his boxing skills, going to 168 can actually be something even more exciting in a sense, because he will be the bigger guy probably in that division. And it's great that he can feel great in either one. But he always wanted, his trainer and him wanted to always fight at light heavyweight, because that's where the big stars were, and he still does. But the option is available.
So, Dmitry, are you saying that you're a naturally 168-pound fighter?
Ты говоришь, натурально ты 168?
Of course, in real life, when I have relaxed, my weight not 168, but I can make it, because yesterday before weight in, I had breakfast.
One other thing I wanted to ask you, was there any part of you that was maybe comparing Sergey Kovalev's performances against Jean Pascal prior to this fight, and were you expecting to stop him or perform a little bit better than Kovalev did against Jean Pascal?
I didn't expect that I would be better, but of course I want to be better, like than another champion. But sometimes, if we remember that Pascal had 12 rounds against Alvarez, and had twice against. And Pascal lost knockout Kovalev, but Kovalev lost Alvarez. It doesn't matter. We will see who is better when we met each other in the ring. If we remember that Muhammad Ali won Joe Frazier or George Foreman, but Foreman beat Frazier, and Frazier beat once Muhammad Ali. It doesn't matter.
Styles make fights.
Yeah, styles. Ну, стили делают.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
I don't know if this began with the Klitschko's, but obviously you look at the cruiserweight division, there's a lot of fighters from Eastern Europe, not only you, Kovalev, but some of the fighters on tonight's card. Can you guys kind of discuss how fighters from Eastern Europe seem to be, the new wave of what's coming in boxing?
Yeah, of course. Before it wasn't, because we had the USSR, and when was USSR, there are not professional boxing, only amateur was. But когда Советский Союз распался, многие боксеры, хорошие любители, начали постепенно осваивать профессиональный бокс. И сейчас то время, когда уже люди из Востока освоили это и хотят показывать свои навыки.
Now it kind of has opened up, and the opportunity has come for a lot of these good amateurs to come out and fight in the world. And that's why there's a lot of Eastern Europeans that are coming here, and they're turning pro, and they have a really good background, and they're showing that in the professional ring.
Если на Кубе откроют двери для боксеров, чтобы становиться профессионалами, то спустя 10 лет мы тоже увидим хороший наплыв местных боксеров.
In Cuba, I think if they open borders and they let their amateurs go fight pro without any problem, I think in the next 10 years we would see a lot of Cuban fighters that are very good in the pros.
Kathy mentioned before that she thought this was the fight where you learned the most. Are you happy with the challenge you got with the choice you made to fight Pascal tonight?
First of all, we wanted to fight against
Alvarez.
Just me, because Alvarez is busy, and Joe Smith took another choice for him, and Pascal took this fight, and I am glad because he is first my opponent who is former champion, and he's strong. And I think today I got a lot of experience against this tough guy.
What about the other light heavyweight champion out there, Badu Jack? Is there any chance that, especially HBO going out of the boxing business, is there any chance you would get a fight with Badu Jack? Is that something you're interested in? Kathy, is that something that you're interested in making?
Yeah, it's an interesting fight for me because he is a big name in boxing, and if he tired relaxing, I invite him in the ring to make fight. Why not?
So that's official call out.
He's second number in WBA, and I can give him chance to fight with me.
He's not a world champion right now, but he's going to be the mandatory, actually. He's number 1 in the WBA, top rated in his...
I will be glad to fight him. Yeah, it's an interesting fight for me.
The question is would Jack to fight him because he's the mandatory, so you have to have him fight if you want.
Dmitry, who do you think is the best light heavyweight in the world, taking yourself out of the equation? Who do you think the best is?
The guy who has a belt. These guys are the best. And I'm not the best in light heavyweight division. I'm one of 4. We just should make fight to understand who is the best. I can say everything, but it doesn't matter because
потому что я не подтвержу это дело. I would rather prove who's the best. Even if it includes me, I'd rather prove who's the best. And the same way other champions, they have to prove.
Dmitry, I was just curious about this. Did it affect you at all during training camp when your original opponent was supposed to be Joe Smith Jr. and then he decided to go fight another fight and then you got Pascal, which were 2 very different stylistic fighters. Did that affect your training camp at all?
No, because when he took another fight for himself, I didn't start yet my training camp.
Okay.
Question: would Bivol be open to fighting Marcus Brown?
I think he's open to fighting just about anybody. I think he's been...
Marcus Brown, yeah, it's good name in our weight class. I'm ready to fight him too.
I think the question is, are they open to fighting him?
What about Canelo? He takes care of business December 15th, and he stays at 168.
I think that's the dream.
Yeah, good fight. It's, many fighters want to fight against Canelo, and of course me too.
Well, Callum Smith actually called Bivol out. He's the 168 champion. So maybe he wants to fight.
You know what? I want to say one thing about me. I know I have a talent in boxing, and now I'm 27 years old, and in 1 month I will have 28. And I think this is my time, this is my age чтобы доказать, что я вообще могу. Да? Дальше будет поздно. Когда мне еще начинать?
Now is the time for me to prove what I can and what I'm worth, because later it might be too late.
Yeah, and this is why I'm ready to fight against the best guys. Now, it's good time for me.
Anybody else? Going. Last one, go ahead.
Dmitry, I just wanted your thoughts on the first Kovalev-Alvarez fight, how it went, what you thought of it, and who you're thinking will win the rematch.
Before first fight, I thought that Kovalev will win around 90% because he's better, I think. But now I think it's around 60% Alvarez and 40 Kovalev. Of course, I wanna that Kovalev will be winner because we are from the same country, we know each other. But I wanna say true what I think. It's now Alvarez, it's more confidence. He is the champion. He believes in his skills. He beat Kovalev once, and he thinks he can make it twice. And I think he has a more chance, around 60%. But Kovalev, of course, he's dangerous.
I want to thank the Hard Rock. This is a beautiful place, and I sincerely appreciate your your hospitality, and we love coming here, and we love to keep coming back. I want to thank HBO. The first time Main Events worked with HBO was 37 years ago. It's been a long run. It's been an extraordinary one, and I'm still not sure what the world's going to look like without them, but I want to thank them. I want to thank World of Boxing, Dean Karnilov, Andrei Rubinski, and most of all, the future of the light heavyweight division and the WBA light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.